I'd love to talk a little bit more about this transhumanist piece. When David Icke mentioned this stuff to me months ago, I was just like, man, that's really out there in left field. But now it's not looking like that. And whether it's, these vaccines, these trust markers, the contact tracing, again, like you said, we're not seeing the expressions. I mean, we're going that way, aren't we? And I just want to get your thoughts on the contact tracing and some of these trust markers. And of course, this all comes back to, the masks show us that the vaccine's the solution. You want to take off your mask? You want to see your friends again? Well, then have the vaccine and you can have your life back. But of course, then that gets into this transhumanist, angle. So what do you see there that we need to be aware of? And what's happening with the contact tracing and the trust marker pieces?
All of the things that you just said. I mean, they are dehumanizing us. They're making us, like I said earlier, the same person, Bill Gates, who wants to depopulate the world. I mean, the Georgia Guidestones are real. I mean, this depopulation agenda has been around for a really long time. I mean, look at Planned Parenthood and all of the, the number of abortions that happen on a global basis, right? I mean, taking down humanity, the number of people. I mean, Bill Gates has said, the same person who wants to depopulate the planet wants to save the planet with a vaccine. I mean, isn't that kind of crazy? And these markers, these social markers that will be tie us up to the cloud, as that whole transhumanism stuff with the intradermal tattoos and all of those will go into what Google has created with China in the social credits. If we behave well and we do exactly what the Stalinist Marxists want us to do, then we will be able to buy, sell, and trade and participate in life. And as soon as we try to revolt or misbehave, well, then they just turn off our connection to the cloud. I mean, it's pretty simple. And and what you say about not having, having had the luxury of having kids to go home to and, play with and cuddle with and all that other stuff. Think about the elderly. Think about people that don't have kids, people that have been locked into their homes because they've been terrorized because they're over 65. I mean, I had a couple of friends of mine who've said, why are they discriminating against us? I'm 67 years old and I'm much healthier than my 30-year-old kids. I've never taken a flu shot. I'm not on any medication. I jog. I do all this stuff. I'm not overweight. They're discriminating against people that are senior citizens. And they don't have those sort of connections of things that they're doing. And so, and I think, wasn't it the head of the CDC that came out, was it Han, that came out a couple of days ago that said that more people are dying of depression, suicide, and malnutrition because of this lockdown than are ever going to die of coronavirus? Well, why doesn't the mainstream media pick that piece up and run with it? Because it's really true. And so all of these different things about the transhumanism stuff, I mean, there were a couple of sites that I was looking at from the health department in California the other day, that they've taken this a step further. They're now using like little cartoon characters. Before it was everybody had to have on a mask. Now it's like no mask, but no eyes. There's no face at all. No face at all. So it's like, now it's just like a round thing with no eyes, no nose, no anything. So it's the next step of conditioning away from recognizing each other as fellow humans.